Good morning, students. So similarly, we will discuss calculation of packing efficiency in body-centered cubic unit cell. In the previous video, we discussed calculation of packing efficiency in a simple cubic unit cell and in a face-centered cubic unit cell. So similarly, in this session, we will discuss how to calculate or how to derive packing efficiency in a body-centered cubic unit cell. In short, it is represented as BCC unit cell. So we already know about BCC unit cell. BCC unit cell, it is a type of unit cell in which constituent particles are present at 8 corners. In addition to 8 corners, one of the constituent particle, it is present exactly at the center of the body. Therefore, the total number of atoms present in the BCC unit cell is how many atoms? ಎಷ್ಟು atoms ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ BCC unit cell ದಲ್ಲಿ total number of particles or total number of atoms present in BCC unit cell is 2 atoms. That we already know how to calculate the number of atoms present in the different types of unit cell. That we can calculate based upon the sharing of the particles which are present in the different positions in the unit cell. So with this information, so we will calculate, we will derive packing efficiency in BCC unit cell. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಮತ್ತು FCC ದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ we will discuss for BCC unit cell. For that, first I will draw a diagram of BCC unit cell. So in the BCC unit cell, as I told, the particles are present, that is constituent particles are present at 8 corners and one of the constituent particle which is present at the center of the body. That I will represent now. Correct? This is simple cube. So in BCC unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners. In addition to 8 corners, one of the constituent particle which is present exactly at the center of the body. So in addition to at the center of the body, the constituent particles are also present at 8 corners. Instead of representing particles at 8 corners, here I will represent the constituent particles only at 2 corners. This is the corner particle and this is also corner particle. So instead of representing all 8 corner particles, just to avoid the confusion, here I will represent only 2 corner particles. Clear? So this is one corner particle with respect to this corner and this is one more corner particle with respect to this corner, and this is a particle which is present at the center of the body. That is a particle which is present exactly at the center of the body. So here you can generate one triangle. So this is a body center atom and these two are corner atoms. And the distance from the center of the nucleus to its outermost shell, that is represented as R. Therefore, 1 R for atom 1, that is corner atom 1, and here we will get 2 R for the body center atom, and next one more corner atom, the distance from the center of the nucleus to its outermost shell, that is represented as R. So we will join all these radius. Therefore, Okay. So this is a radius r with respect to this corner atom 1, and this is the center of the nucleus with respect to the body center atom, and this is represented as radius r, and this is a radius r. So that is distance from the center of the nucleus to outermost cell r. Again the distance from the center of the nucleus to outermost cell r. And with respect to the one more corner atom, the radius is represented as one more r. Therefore total ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು radius ಇಲ್ಲಿ r plus r plus r plus r, that is represented as body diagonal ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So we will represent all these edges. Suppose it is represented as A, and this is represented as B, this is represented as C, and this is D. Next this is E, this is F, this is G, and this is H. So this is A. This is A, B, C, D, next E, F, G, and H. So here you can observe one triangle. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು triangle ಅನ್ನು ತಾವು observation ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So this is an triangle. So in this triangle, body diagonal is represented as A, F ಅಂತ body diagonal ಅನ್ನು representation ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So in this unit cell, so all these edges are called as, so this is this distance or this length is represented as edge length ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, and which is denoted as by using a letter that is small letter a. That is the distance between these two constituent particle, that distance or length is called as edge length, and which is represented as a ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ so this is edge length a, and this is also edge length a. So this is edge length a, and here also this is an edge length a, and this is edge length a, and this is also edge length a. This is one edge, the edge, this length distance is represented as edge length, that is a. This is also a distance length, this is called as edge length, and which is represented as a. And this is also an distance, this distance is called as edge length, and which is represented as a ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So in this basis unit cell, therefore the total number of atoms ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, there are 2 atoms that will represent. A ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, R ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು representation ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. Let A is the edge length of unit cell, and R is a radius of each atoms or each particle. So in BCC unit cell, we already know that the number of atoms in BCC unit cell, ಎಷ್ಟು atoms ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, there are 2 atoms, that is in BCC unit cell. So we know that the number of atoms or the number of particles is 2 atoms or 2 particles. Here each atom or each particle which is considered as one sphere. ಒಂದು atom ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು particle ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದು sphere ಅಂತ consideration ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So with this information, so we can easily calculate the packing efficiency in BCC unit cell. So we already know what is packing efficiency, the total percentage filled with the total space filled by the particles, that we can express in terms of percentage, that is called as packing efficiency. That is the percentage of total space filled by the particles in a crystal or in the unit cells, that is called as packing efficiency ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. So in BCC unit cell we have 2 atoms ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the 2 atoms are 2 particles, that is equals to 2 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. Therefore, packing efficiency equals to volume occupied by the particles in unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್? ಇನ್ BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಇನ್ನು BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? 2 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ಈಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 1 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂಟು 100. ಸೊ we already know, so volume of 1 sphere that is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube, and we already know the total volume of the unit cell which is equals to a cube, which means that, so by using this BCC unit cell we have to calculate edge length, that is a cube, to find out total volume of the unit cell. Total volume of the unit cell, total volume, length into breadth into height, a into a into a. Therefore total volume of the unit cell will get a cube. For that first we have to calculate, that is edge length a ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ by using this triangle, so we can calculate edge length a. Therefore before substituting the parameters in this equation, ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? total volume of the unit cell, that is equals to length into breadth into height, that is a cube, which means that first we have to calculate edge length a. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ the particles in the unit cell. Since in the BCC unit cell we have 2 particles, therefore ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ details in this formula packing efficiency, first we have to calculate, that is edge length a ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ that edge length a in this BCC unit cell we can calculate by using this triangle. By using triangle AFD we can calculate, that is edge length. Therefore, so first I will remove this. Okay, so in triangle AFD, in triangle AFD apply Pythagoras theorem. AF square that is equals to FD square plus AD square. In triangle AFD, according to the Pythagoras theorem, AF square which is equals to FD square plus AD square. FD square plus AD square. So we already know AD means edge length, that is represented as small letter a. So therefore AD square equals to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? a square. Again FD square, see here, this FD square we can calculate by using this triangle. So that is EFD. In this triangle EFD, so again this is diagonal, that is so face diagonal. Therefore according to the, if you apply a Pythagoras theorem for this triangle EFD, then again we will get FD square equals to EF square plus ED square. Therefore to find out that is FD square, here we have to take, here we have to consider again one more triangle, that is in triangle EFD, FD square which is equals to EF square plus ED square. Therefore to get FD, so we have to consider again one more triangle, that is in triangle EFD. In this triangle EFD, apply Pythagoras theorem. So FD square, which is equals to EF square plus ED square. Therefore, in triangle EFD, FD square which is equals to EF square plus ED square. EF square plus ED square. So EF means edge length which is represented as A, and EF means edge length which is represented as A, and ED, that is also edge length which is represented as A. Therefore, FD square which is equals to EF square plus ED square. EF is edge length and which is represented as A. EF square then it is A square. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ED is edge length and which is denoted as A. So ED square ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this is A square. Therefore, FD square, so we will get the value of FD square, that is equals to A square plus A square ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we will get that is 2A square. So again in triangle, so AFD, again in this triangle AFD, so AF square which is equals to FD square plus AD square. We already calculated the value of FD square. FD square equals to is what? 2A square. FD square equals to 2A square plus AD square equals to, no, AD ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this is edge length and which is denoted as A. So AD square ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ that is edge length square. Therefore, it is equals to A square. Therefore, totally we will get AF square which is equals to 2A square plus A square. So we will get that is 3A square ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, correct ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. AF square, it is an body diagonal. AF is body diagonal. In this triangle AFD, AF square which is equals to FD square plus AD square. So to find out the value of FD, again we have to consider one more triangle, that is EFD. In this triangle EFD, so FD square which is equals to EF square plus AD square according to the Pythagoras theorem. So for that we will get the value of FD square equals to 2A square, or you can further simplify this one. Therefore, again in triangle AFD, FD square which is in the triangle AFD, AF square which is equals to FD square plus AD square. Therefore, FD square means 2A square plus AD means edge length which is represented as A. Therefore, AD square ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ again A square. Therefore, AF square equals to 3A square. So ನೋಡ್ರಿ AF ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ, AF ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ R plus R plus R plus R. Therefore, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? Totally we will get 4R. Therefore, AF equals to body diagonal, its value which is equals to the radius of all three atoms. So one body diagonal atom and two corner atom. AF equals to, we will get 4R. This square irodrinda we have to write 4R square which is equals to 3A square. Therefore, which is 4R equals to root 3 into A. Therefore, to get the edge length A equals to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? This is 4R by root 3. Therefore, we got the value of edge length A equals to 4R by root 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. edge length A which is equals to 4R divided by root 3. So in the BCC unit cellದಲ್ಲಿ the relationship between edge length and radius ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is A equals to 4R by root 3. So now we got the value of edge length. So this we can substitute in the packing efficiency expression. Therefore, so we already know one particle which is equals to one sphere. Therefore, volume of two spheres which is equals to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So because we know volume of each sphere which is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube, in a basis unit cell we have two atoms which is equals to two spheres. Therefore, volume of two sphere that is equals to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. And we know that total volume of unit cell which is equals to a cube, right? What is the value of a? A equals to 4r by root 3. Therefore, a cube which is equals to 4r divided by root 3 raised to cube. So now we got the volume of two spheres as well as edge length value. So these two parameters will substitute in the formula of packing efficiency. Therefore, packing efficiency which is equals to packing efficiency equals to volume occupied by the particles in the sphere divided by total volume of the unit cell. Since ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we will consider volume of two sphere packing efficiency equals to volume of two sphere divided by total volume of the unit cell. Therefore, packing efficiency in a BCC unit cell which is equals to volume of two spheres in unit cell divided by total volume of the cubic unit cell. This will express in terms of percentage, therefore into 100. Therefore, packing efficiency which is equals to volume of two sphere, it is equals to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by total volume of the unit cell is given as a cube into 100. So we will simplify further this one. So 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube means it is 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by, what is the value of a? That is 4r divided by root 3 cube into 100. So you can simplify this one. So 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by 4r by root 3 raised to cube. Therefore, again it is 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by, so 4 raised to 3 at 4 into 4 into 4 we will get 64. So next it is r cube divided by, so root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Note, root 3 cube atatandra root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 means 3. Therefore, totally we will get 3 root 3. Therefore, so root 3 raised to cube atatandra we will get 3 root 3. So next into 100. Therefore, we can simplify this one. Therefore, packing efficiency which is equals to 8 by 3 pi r cube whole divided by 64 r cube divided by 3 root 3 into 100. Correct again order. So this I can simplify as 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by 4r by root 3 raised to 3 means 8 by 3 pi r cube as it is same divided by 4r raised to 3 means, so 4 into 4 into 4 64, next r cube divided by root 3 raised to 3 means root 3 into root 3 into root 3, for that we will get 3 root 3. Therefore, packing efficiency equals to we will get, so 8 by 3, so next pi r cube as it is same pi r cube. So next, so this 3 root 3 will come in the numerator. Therefore, 8 by 3 pi r cube into 3 root 3 divided by into 64 r cube into 100. Note, this 8 by 3 pi r cube, next 64 r cube divided by 3 root 3 irodu x by y irodu, next ratio change madadaga we will get y by x. Therefore, 3 root 3 divided by 64 r cube. Next on rearrangement we will get in this manner. Therefore, we can simplify this one. So r cube and r cube will get cancelled. So next, so this 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Next 8 ondle 8 8 64. Therefore, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೂಟ್ 3 pi divided by 8 ondle 8 8 64. ರೂಟ್ 3 pi divided by 8 into 100 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರೂಟ್ 3 into 5 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 3.142 divided by 8 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so we'll get value that is 0.68 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. into 100. Therefore, we will get packing efficiency equals to 68% ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Here you have to simplify. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 2-3 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 8 cube into 3 root 3 divided by 3 into 64 r cube and r cube will get cancelled. Next 3 and 3 will get cancelled. 8 1 8 8 64. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ root 3 into 5 divided by 8. This value will get 0.8 into 100 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 68% ಬರ್ತದೆ. Therefore, packing efficiency in a BCC unit cell equals to ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ 68% ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. So therefore packing efficiency in the BCC unit cell is 68%. Packing efficiency in a BCC unit cell equals to 68%. Remaining space is called as vacant space or empty space. In the crystal, that vacant space is called as just what ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ void ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. Therefore, void present in the BCC unit cell equals to out of 100%, so only 68% is filled means remaining will get 32%. This 32% is called as vacant space or empty space. That vacant space or empty space in the crystal system is called as void anta kariteve. Therefore, packing efficiency in the body centered cubic unit cell is 68%, and the remaining space, remaining portion is called as vacant space or empty space. That therefore out of 100%, 68% is space filled by the two atoms means remaining part is called as vacant space. That vacant space here we will call it as void anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ at this stage, so root 3 into 5 divided by 8 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ we'll get packing efficiency in the fractions, that is 0.8 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ that is called as packing efficiency. Up to this stage ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this value is called as packing fraction ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. Packing efficiency and packing fraction. So packing fraction means here we will get the space filled by the particles in a fraction, that is the fraction of space occupied by the particles in the unit cell, it is called as packing fraction. Packing fraction in the BCC unit cell means 0.68. Adhe packing efficiency means the total space filled by the particles, that is percentage of total space filled by the particles in the unit cell, percentage. Hence here we have to multiply with 100. 0.68 means that is packing fraction. Packing fraction is nothing but the fraction of space filled by the particles in a unit cell, or the fraction of space occupied by the particles in the unit cell is called as packing fraction. Adhe the percentage of total space filled by the particles in the unit cell, that total space is called as packing efficiency. So in the BCC unit cell, finally answer calculation, we will get the packing efficiency in the BCC unit cell, we will get that is 68%. Packing efficiency of BCC unit cell is 68%, which is nothing but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ, 68% ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ in this unit cell. The remaining space is called as vacant space or empty space. That vacant space here we will call it as void anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this is how to calculate the packing efficiency in the simple cubic unit cell, or which is also called as a primitive unit cell, and in the FCC unit cell, that is face centered cubic unit cell, and in BCC unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell dalli we will get packing efficiency value which is equals to 52.4%. In FCC unit cell we will get packing efficiency, FCC dalli we will get packing efficiency equals to 74%. In a BCC unit cell we will get packing efficiency equals to 68% ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರು ಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27A ದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27A, so you will get definitely one question among on packing efficiency, calculate packing efficiency in simple cubic unit cell or in a BCC unit cell ಆರ್ ಇನ್ FCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದೇ ಏನಾದರೂ FCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, FCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಬರೆಯಬೇಕು, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ಸ್, 4 ಸ್ಪೇರ್ಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ FCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತದೆ, 4 ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ 4 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಅಗೇನ್ 1 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 1 ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಈ 3 ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ 2-3 ಸಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 3 ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 3 ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್, 1 ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27A. ಇನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27A ದಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So in this manner we can calculate the packing efficiency in the various types of unit cell. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತಂದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನು ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, CET-ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 52.4%. ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸೊ 0.524. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ ದ BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಈಸ್ 68%. ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು, 0.68. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ 0.68. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ FCCದಲ್ಲಿ 74% ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 0.74. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ವೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದರೂ ಕೇಳೋದು, ವೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ BCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ that is 32% in terms of the fraction ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ here you will get that is 0.32 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 100 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you will get so that is 0.32. so that is called as packing fraction. This is how to calculate the packing efficiency in the BCC unit cell, in the FCC unit cell as well as in the simple cubic unit cell. And also in addition to this, one more new term that is called as the packing fraction. So in the next class we will discuss density of unit cell, how to calculate or how to determine the density of the unit cell. That we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.